don't know if you can hear me. American Stadium in City Park. And tonight, the SportsNola.com first NBC Prep Showcase. We have two big time teams getting it jumped off tonight in District 9 4A. It is the Belle Chasse Cardinals against the McDonogh 35 Ryan Eagles. Good evening, everybody. I'm VK Jones. We appreciate you joining us tonight out here at City Park. Got a good one for you folks. Two teams that has contrasting styles in the run game tonight. So we're going to see a lot of ground and pound between the Cardinals and the Ryan Eagles. The Ryan Eagles coming in this game of McDonogh 35, 5-0 on the season, off to their best start in school history, coming off of a 27-20 victory against George Washington Carver in a very good game. And they're looking to get more, but they know it's not going to be easy tonight against a very tough Belle Chasse squad. Belle Chasse is 4-1 on the season. They're coming off of a 47-0 victory over Lake New Area. I would say Lake Area New Tech. So Belle Chasse has a very good running game, and they're looking to try to slow down this McDonogh 35 team, and not just that, get their second district win of the season. So joining me right now doing color commentary tonight from the Advocate of New Orleans, and also does some things with the original on Friday nights with Ken Trahan, Rod Walker. Good evening, Rod.
Good evening, man. Glad to be on tonight. Thanks for inviting me to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you. I don't know if this is your first time doing this broadcast, but you've been covering this city all over, these teams and everything. What are your thoughts about these two teams going against each other tonight in this big time district battle?
Well, 35 is a team. They went 2-8 last year, and we weren't really sure how good the team was going to be, but they have a lot of Division I talent on this team. Darius May, the running back, he's already committed to Tulane. So just a really talented team. They got off to a really good start. They beat St. Aug in the opener, and that was a game that, really kind of set the tone for the season for these guys. So, I mean, they're playing really well. And Belle Chasse is, a lot of people hadn't really been talking about them, but they're 4-1, and their only losses to Warren Eastern. So just two really good teams, and this is a game that will kind of, put one team up in the district race.
Absolutely, and it's a lot, and there's a lot goes on with this district. It could be, maybe a shake-up in the district tonight, or it could be more of a separation for McDonogh 35, looking to get them to stay undefeated and go 6-0 on the season. So more than anything else, with these two teams going against each other tonight, a lot of playoff implications on the line with these two teams, especially for both the Cardinals and Ryan Eagles. Right now, you look at their power rankings, especially for you look at McDonogh 35's power rankings is moving up week after week. I mean, there was a huge victory last week against Carver. Carver was the 7th ranked power ranked team in the state, and now they're moving up. They're definitely in the top 10 now. And hopefully they're looking to do more. And right now, they're also the number 2 team in Class 4A this week.
Yeah, this district has kind of been known for being like one of, if not the toughest district in the state. You look at Carver. Carver moved in. Landry Walker actually moved out of the district, moved up to 5A. But you got a good Carver team that moved in. And, of course, you got Warren Eastern and Carr, who are also, good year in and year out. So I don't think this district lost any credibility as far as being the top district in the state, with Carver coming in and Landry Walker moving out, because Carver's playing really well. And you also have these new teams, Lake Area in that district. Those teams are kind of finding their way. But you look at those teams at the top of the district, and you won't find a district in the state as solid as this one.
Belle Chasse comes into the game with a couple very good players for the Cardinals, who's looking to do a lot, especially senior quarterback Andrew Page leading the option offense for the Cardinals, and they're looking to do a whole lot more tonight, especially with running back Trey Green. Trey Green, very good back, who has he's been playing for the Cardinals for the last 3 years. He's been playing as a freshman, so he really does a lot for the Cardinals offense. And defensive-wise, they're going to be looking a lot from Casmi Antoine, the senior. Casmi Antoine, he's the brother of Quadri Antoine, who is at Mississippi State, who he's almost as quick and faster than his brother more than anything else. So they're going to be looking to do a lot tonight, especially with the Cardinals, especially on the ground, don't you think, Ryan?
Yeah, without a doubt. This Belle Chasse, going back to the offense, they love to run the ball. I think they've thrown only 50 passes all year long through 5 games. So they're not going to throw it a lot. And, when they get the ball, they're going to just try to grind this thing out and use ball control offense. And Trey Green kind of leads the way. He has 722 yards, this season and 12 touchdowns, which is probably about second or third in the area, behind Bruce Jordan Swilling and Jace Griffin at Country Day has 12 touchdowns, and Bruce Jordan Swilling has 23. But Trey Green has 12 touchdowns, and he's the one that kind of makes this Belle Chasse offense click. Let's
take a time out. We're going to tell you more about the McDonogh 35 Ryan Eagles and who's leading the way. But we're going to have kickoff coming up. The Cardinals and Ryan Eagles coming up next. You're listening to you're watching the first NBC Prep Showcase. Stadium. The Belle Chasse Cardinals and the McDonogh 35 Ryan Eagles about to get it on right here in District 9 4A action. VK Jones and Rod Walker of the Advocate New Orleans with you tonight as we call this very good ball game. We look at the power rankings as McDonogh 35 is number 4 in the power rankings this week and Belle Chasse is number 24. So a lot of playoff implications is in this game tonight besides district. So McDonogh 35 led by quarterback Sidney Wilson. He does it all as the quarterback. Darius May in the backfield does very well. And also Tarano Minor, who is not just a receiver but the kicker as well for the McDonogh 35 Ryan Eagles that does a lot, don't you think, Brad?
Yeah, without a doubt. And, I was talking to Coach Reese before the game, and I think the one thing that he really likes about this offense is that they're pretty versatile. They can run the ball and they can pass the ball. They sort of take whatever the defense gives them, and that's sort of kind of been their niche this season. I mean, when you look at them, you're not going to see just somebody running for 200 yards or somebody throwing for 200 yards. It's going to probably be a really good balance.
As McDonogh 35 will kick it off, as McDonogh 35 is in their home burgundy and also in the gold numbers with their gold McDonogh 35 helmets. Belle Chasse is in the white road jerseys with the black numbers and the black Belle Chasse helmets. Tarano Minor kicking it off for the Ryan Eagles as number 11 Cameron Vitor waiting to return, and also number 3 Trey Green for the Cardinals. As the Ryan Eagles will kick it off from left to right, and here we go with the kickoff. And it's Green. He's going to take from his 11. He's going to go to the 20, to the 30 down inside the Belle Chasse 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals as the starting quarterback coming out for the Cardinals. Number 17, Andrew Page, started off for the Cardinals. Also in the backfield, Kalen Parker at running back, and also number 3, Trey Green in the backfield with him. They run more of an option offense, more of a wishbone type of offense.
Yeah, just 5 games into the season, they already have 2 rushers already over 500 yards. So that tells you how potent this running game can be once they get it rolling.
1st and 10 Cardinals inside their own 32-yard line in a bunch formation. One receiver to the left and flags down. And his encroachment on the Ron Eagles is going to move the Cardinals 5 yards up. Tonight's a special night for McDonogh 35. It's their homecoming tonight. So happy homecoming to the Ron Eagles. So 1st and 5, and they're going to go Green. Green taking it up the middle. Green on a nice surge and a 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. But a flag is down. Let's see if we get the call here, and possibly of holding here. Is an illegal shift on Belle Chasse. It will move them back. 2 penalties already, 1 on each side. So not a good start for both teams, Rod.
No, it's not. But it's early in the ball game, and that's kind of, I guess, to be expected. But we're week 5 into the season, so you kind of want to see that stuff cleaned up by now. But and I didn't see what the actual call was. Did you see what the
Yeah,
call
I think it was a legal shift, right?
Okay.
It was a legal shift. So now 1st and 10 once again for Belle Chasse. Now they're back at their own 32. Bunch formation, receiver to the right side this time. And they hand it off. A good hole right there. Nice positive yards by number 5, Frederick Smith. They rotate between 5 Smith, 6 Parker, and also with Trey Green. So it's a 3-man rotation in the running backs. So it's a 5-yard gain. Make it 6-yard gain for Smith. So 2nd and 4 for Belle Chasse inside their own 36-yard line. Bunch formation. Receiver to the left side. They're going to hand it off again up the middle. It's Trey Green. Green goes to the left side, but he's probably going to maybe get a yard on the play. But it looked like a fumble right there. Let's see.
Yeah, I think they caught him down on that one.
So it is still Cardinals ball, and it is a 1-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's obvious they don't do anything really fancy. They just kind of run it straight at you. They run the ball there through the A gap and just line up and try to run the football. They're not going to try to trick you or do anything like that.
3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals inside their own 39-yard line. They got to get to their own 42 to continue the drive. Bunch formation. And they hand it off again. Smith has a lane, and he's got a 1st down. He's going to get a little more. Frederick Smith with a nice carry for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse. And they're inside the McDonogh 35, 48-yard line.
Yeah, nice run there. Kind of took it to the outside and put a little quick move there and picked up another 1st down for them. And that's what Belle Chasse is going to try to do. They're going to just run the ball, grind the clock, and keep those athletes from McDonogh 35 off the field. And
they got a big offensive line up front that is really triggering the backs. 1st and 10 Cardinals inside the McDonogh 35, 48. They hand it off to Green. This time Green going to the right side, cuts back. Nice positive yards for Trey Green.
Yeah, I was talking to the running backs coach before the game, and Trey Green is actually averaging 11 yards a carry. And I was telling the coach, if he's averaging him, you might want to give it to him every play because he's averaging a 1st down every time he touches the ball.
4-yard gain for Green, so it'll be 2nd and 6 for Belle Chasse inside of the McDonogh 35, 44-yard line. Bunch formation, receiver to the right side. More of a wing T formation under center. And they hand it off up the middle, up the gut, nice surge, close to a 1st down. And it's Trey Green once again. credit Belle Chasse. This is their game plan. They like to run at teams, and that's what they like to do. And I tell you, the McDonogh 35 defense is going to have to buckle their chin straps, come off the ball, and try to get whoever has the ball.
Yeah, because, with McDonogh 35, the defensive line has sort of been the strength of this team, with the defensive front, all the guys in the box. And kind of shocking to see Belle Chasse be able to just take it to them like this early on. Maybe 35 will make some adjustments here, but Belle Chasse is doing a really good job right now just running the ball.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals inside the Mac 35, 37-yard line. They're going to hand it off. Again, he gets knocked in the backfield. 95 with the hit for McDonogh 35. Stephon Taylor. A lot of schools looking for that man to come play ball, especially LSU is looking at him very, very hard.
Yeah, you talk about this defense, you talk about him and Cy Martin kind of leading the way on that side of the ball, and he showed his athleticism there and his strength and his speed and everything all in that one play.
2nd and 12 for Belle Chasse inside of the Mac 35, 39-yard line this time. This time it's a pass, back to pass. Isn't it caught, but nothing doing. Actually, it was Parker to Frederick Smith, but I think it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you won't see them throw it a whole lot. Like I mentioned earlier, they're only averaging about 10 passes a game, and you won't see them doing a whole lot. I think they just try to keep the defense off balance a little bit and throw one every now and then. But
once in a while, you might see a play action, but not a lot.
Right.
So 3rd down and 12, incomplete pass from Parker. So this is a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 12 for Belle Chasse inside the Mac 35, 39. And this time back to pass is Parker. Press is coming. He's going to go down. Number 51, Mac 35 with the sack. Ortega Robin. So it'll be 4th down for the Cardinals. I tell you, the defensive line, Ortega Robin was one of the keys who really helped the Ron Eagles in a big victory last week against Culver. I mean, he made some big plays, sacks, and tackles. So now 4th down. As number 82, Tyler Andrews, making 86, Bryce Manis punting, and a nice punt right there. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. Correction, that was Dale Turlich with the punt, and he punted in the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10, Ron Eagles inside their own 20-yard line. Start on their first drive of the game as Sidney Wilson starts at quarterback. And the backfield is number 1, Darius May, and also the fullback for the McDonogh 35 Ron Eagles is number 33, DeJuan Jenkins. So you're going to see those 3 a lot. And we can't forget about the receivers, especially Jared Miles, Lawrence Keys, and also Terrell Minor, number 9. So here we go, 1st and 10, pro set formation for the Ron Eagles. And there's a fumble on the play. Ron Eagles recover, so it'll be 2nd down. Not the center quarterback exchange.
And the interesting thing about that, I was talking to Coach Reese before the game, and their normal starting center, Jamal Crawford, was actually named Mr. 35 or Mr. McDonogh 35. So he's not starting, but he saw him on the parade coming in, and he is on the sidelines dressed out. So he is going to play, but you see his absence being felt already on the first play of the game with trouble with the center quarterback.
Wow. So 2nd down. Luckily they had a yard, so 2nd and 9 for the Ron Eagles inside their own 21-yard line. Pro set formation, back to pass is Wilson. Wilson throwing it deep, and it's out their hands. Almost intercepted by Taj Charles, number 29.
Yeah, it probably should have been intercepted. I don't think he even saw the ball coming his way, but so he didn't get a chance to get his hands on it.
No, almost a pass interference right there on Terrell Minor almost got held right there, so very fortunate for the Cardinals on that one. 3rd and 9 for McDonogh 35. They got to get to their own 30-yard line to continue to drive. Pro set formation to receivers on each side. And Wilson back to pass. Pressure is coming. He's going to roll out to the right. Throws it, almost intercepted. Number 4, Jackson Sanders with good coverage right there. Almost making a pick as the Cardinals defense makes a huge stop on McDonogh 35's first drive of the game.
Yeah, that's what Coach Myers wants to see in his team, especially the defense starting this game off against a team like 35 that can score points in bunches. So a really good start for their defense. They like to see a good third down stop here. Get the ball back again and see if they continue to run the ball like they did on their first possession.
Torrano Minor, he doubles as a receiver and as the punter, so he will punt it. Nice snap. Minor punts into it high right there. And it takes a little bit of a bounce. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse inside. They're on 45. Right there for the Cardinals as they start their second drive of the game. No score, 6:13 left in the first quarter. Tune in to SportsNola.com's first NBC Prep Showcase tomorrow. We will be live out there in Covington, Louisiana, St. Paul's in Covington. The old-fashioned rivalry out there in St. Tammany Parish tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. on SportsNola.com. You can catch a replay Saturday at noon on WHNO TV 20. 1st and 10 Cardinals inside their own 45. They're going to hand it off to Green, going to the right side. Green has a little lane. Nice positive yards for Trey Green. Maybe a nice 5-yard gain for Green inside of midfield.
Yeah, his helmet came off, so he'll obviously have to sit out this next play. But what we've seen at Belle Chasse, they have several other backs to bring in, so they probably won't miss him at all on this next play. But they'll have to sit out one play.
You have to sit out a play. You're right about that. 2nd and 5 for Belle Chasse inside of midfield. They got to get to the McDonogh 35, 45-yard line. Bunch formation, receiver to the right side. I mean, say receiver to the left side. They're going to hand it off to Smith, going into the left. Bounce it off. A good hit right there.
Yeah,
wow.
Really hard hit there. Couldn't see the number on it.
And that's number 2 with the hit. Clifford Chapman, who was everywhere last week against Carver, making some huge plays to reserve the win against the Rams.
And that was a play, it looked like they had him stopped in the backfield, and he was able to, get loose and gain a couple yards on that play.
5:17 and counting, no score. And it is 3rd down and 6 for the Cardinals inside. They're on 49. Man in motion. And they're going to toss it to Green, going to the left side. Green has a little lane, and he's close.
Yeah, it looks like he got a pretty good spot there. I can't really tell if he's going to be a first down or not.
It might be a measurement right there, or it might be enough. Let's see. Cardinal coach is calling for the first down, but this looked like this might be a measurement. They had to get, and it is a first down for Belle Chasse. They had to get to the MAC 35, 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Belle Chasse looking to strike first. And it's this time in I formation on 1st and 10. And they're going to hand it off to Green. Green up the middle. Green will get about 3 yards on the carry. Make it 2 yards on the carry for Trey Green. And like I said, ground and pound. Yeah, especially for Belle Chasse.
Yeah, you look at the clock. We're down to 4 minutes already in the first quarter, and that's what Belle Chasse wants to do. They're just going to shorten this game and limit those possessions for 35.
4:32 and counting, no score. It's 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals inside the MAC 35, 43-yard line. They got to get to the MAC 35 for a first down. And it's play action pass. Parker looking deep. Throws caught. And closing, it might be a first down. 42 with the catch, and that's Brett Dingler. Brett Dingler, the tight end, gets wasn't really open, but for a second, he had a little bit of a path and he caught the ball. Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
It wasn't the prettiest pass you'll ever see.
No.
He got it and made a great a great catch on that play.
So 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse inside the MAC 35, 34-yard line. Man in motion. And this time it's Parker back to pass, throws it deep, and incomplete. It was intended for Dingler once again. It was trying to catch the Ron Eagles defense slipping, but the pass a little bit off.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 passes already in this first quarter, which is a lot for Belle Chasse. And it looks like they're going to really just try to keep them off balance as much as they can.
And I don't really blame the offensive coordinator. I think it's some good play calls by Belle Chasse so far. They're really trying to keep the Ron Eagles off their heels right now. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. No score. 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals inside. MAC 35's 34-yard line. MAC. Man in motion. It gets tossed to Smith. And they stop play right there. Couple of flags are down.
Yeah, it looks like somebody on 35 jumped offside there, I believe.
Offsides on MAC 35. So MAC 35 is really shooting themselves in the foot right now. Not just the fact of the big plays Belle Chasse is making, but also the penalties. So 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals inside the MAC 35 29-yard line. Then a bunch formation, one receiver to the right side in a wing T set. Back to, and there's a run up middle. Nice run right there. Number 6, Kalen Parker with the run right there. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. So number 6, Parker, had a nice hole up the middle as the fullback took the dive as the Cardinals are knocking on the door. 1st and 10, Cardinals inside the MAC 35 22-yard line as Page going under center for the Cardinals. One receiver to the left. Man in motion. They give it again to Parker. Parker gets a nice surge. As Belle Chasse, I tell you, they're going 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a pop, and that is a nice 8-yard gain for Kalen Parker. Wow.
Yeah, I know Coach Miles, he'll take this all game long. They're going to give him, if you can run 5, 6 yards of carry on him, I mean, that'll win you a lot of football games. And they'll continue to do that all game. And see Coach Reese calls a timeout here. I think he wants to make an adjustment and try to stop some of these runs.
Timeout. McDonogh 35, and a good one right there because they need to slow down the Cardinals. We're going to take it with them. It is no score right now. 2:56 left in the first quarter. You're watching the first NBC Prep Showcase on SportsNola.com. And welcome back, Pan American Stadium. No score between Belle Chasse and McDonogh 35. VK Jones and Rod Walker with you. And tune in Prep Football on Saturday on WGSO 9:9 a.m. WGSO.com. Catholic League battle, Archbishop Shaw against the St. Augustine Purple Knights. Pre-game is 1:45. Kickoff 2:30 on WGSO 9:9 a.m. WGSO.com. And now 2nd and 14, shotgun formation. They give it all to Green. Green gets knocked in the backfield. Good tackle right there by Ortega Robin, number 51. And it's a big loss for the Cardinals.
Yeah, this is second straight possession. You know, Belle Chasse got off to a really good start on the possession, and then it looks like that McDonogh 35 defense just tends to bow up when it needs to, and it was a big play there.
Was trying to go on a trick play, more of a wildcat formation, and that didn't work right there. So now 3rd down and 7 make it 3rd down and 6 for the Cardinals inside the Mac 35 19-yard line. They hand it off to Parker up the middle. Parker with a surge. And it'll be 4th down. So this is going to be an interesting 4th down play. This is 4th down territory. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Cardinals inside the Mac 35 13-yard line. Actually, they're going to take a timeout. It looks like they're going to measure this thing. They're going to take a timeout for a measurement here. Pretty close. And here comes the change. Kalen Parker had a nice run up the middle. Nice surge, especially with the offensive line. Is it enough? Let's see. And he just missed it just by an inch. So it'll be 4th and inches for Belle Chasse. This is going to be an interesting decision to try to go for it, or actually try to get Tyler Andrews, number 82, out there to kick maybe a chip shot field goal.
Yeah, I think you go for it here. I mean, it's early in the game, and I'm not sure how good that field goal kicker
right.
is, but, how accurate he is. But yeah, I think you definitely go for it here. It's the way you've been running the ball, and I mean, you're only a few inches short of the 1st down. So I think you go for it and see you got these big linemen out here ready to go. And
I wouldn't be surprised they're gonna they're probably gonna try and get on Mac 35 offside drill, especially with that much of an inch left. Timeout, Belle Chasse. They had the burner timeout right there. Looked like the offense did come out a little slow. So we're gonna stay right here right now and tune in tomorrow for the JM Sports Network Game of the Week. We will be at Berman Stadium. It will be John Ehret and Landry Walker, the District 858 battle. We will have it for you live. Pre-game 6:30, kickoff 7 o'clock. Myself, VK Jones, Everett Bates, D. Dexter Turner will have the call of the game from Berman Stadium.
Yeah, and that's a game, look, at the beginning of the season, everybody was sort of looking forward to it. And, you thought there was a chance that both of those teams were going to that game undefeated. But Landry Walker lost to Chalmette, which really shocked some people, I think. That was a really big win for Chalmette. And, John Ehret lost to Destrehan a week after losing their quarterback. So they're back. This is a really big game, and
it's a huge game for the district. Both teams come on with one loss on the season, and then on top of that, big question at quarterback tomorrow for Landry Walker. Will Keaton Thompson play? That's going to be the big question tomorrow night. Now 4th and 1 for the Cardinals. On the center's Page. Page is going to take a sneak. Looks like he's got the 1st down. He got, for a second, the surge started slow, but it merged up. Page should have enough for the 1st down for the Cardinals, and he does. 1st and 10, Belle Chasse.
Yeah, I thought a 35 player had actually jumped before the ball snapped, but they didn't call it, but he still got the 1st down, so it worked out just fine for Belle Chasse.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals inside the Ron Eagles 10-yard line, 141 and counting. No score between these two teams here. And 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They're going to hand it up the middle. Looks like 2 or maybe 3 yards on the play. And that's Parker, Carolyn Parker, number 6. Actually, it was a 1-yard game right there, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Belle Chasse inside the Mac 35 9-yard line with 104 and counting. Bunch formation in more of a wing tee setting, and in motion. They're going to hand it off again to Parker. Parker gets stuffed in the backfield. Robin gets in on a tackle again for the Ron Eagles, and also Chapman was up in there as well. So now it's 3rd down for the Cardinals. Now it's 3rd and 10 inside the MAC 35 11-yard line. They got to get to the MAC 35 1 for a first and goal. So they're going to a bunch formation in a wing T setting. One receiver to the right side, man in motion. Back to pass. It's Page. Page rolls out, throws it, caught by Green. Green, 10 inside. The MAC 35 5-yard line, and it'll be a fourth down. Fourth down and 4. So that will end the first quarter. Your score. No score between Belle Chase and McDonogh 35. We're going to take a timeout. You are watching the first NBC Prep Showcase on SportsNola.com. Welcome back. No score between Belle Chase and McDonogh 35, and it's a fourth down. And the ball was Trey Green Carter, but he wound up getting tackled at the MAC 35 7-yard line. So now it is a 4th and 6. Belle Chase got to get to the MAC 35 1-yard line for a first down. So actually, actually it's 4th and 5. 4th and 6. Now it's a shotgun formation. 2 on each side. Frederick Smith in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. And it is Green. Green get a surge. Is it enough? And it's like it's not going to be enough, as MAC 35 will hold 1st and 10, Ron Eagles.
Yeah, there we go again. Bend but don't break. Belle Chase had 2 good drives. Belle Chase has had 2 good drives there, and unable to capitalize both times. And I know Coach Reese wants to see his team get going now. They've only run 3 plays, and we're in the second quarter, and they went 3 and out that first possession. And Belle Chase has just really dominated the time possession here early on.
As MAC 35 will start 1st and 10 inside their own 6-yard line. As MAC 35 is going from right to left this time, and they're going the other way. So single back formation actually is a strong formation. They're going to hand it off to May. May, nice carry right there by Darius May, number 1. It'll be a nice, make it 5-yard gain for Darius May. And they're inside the MAC 35 11-yard line. So we had some scores from all over state. We'll get that to you in 1 second. Let's go to this next play. Here's 2nd and 5 for the Ron Eagles. This time in a strong formation on the left side. 2 receivers on each side. They're going to hand it off to May again, going to the right side. He cuts back to the 20, to the 30, 40, 50, and stepped out of bounds inside the MAC 35 44-yard line. Nice, 43-yard line, let's say. Nice run by Darius May.
Yeah, he shut off his speed there, and that's kind of one of the reasons that Tulane, wanted to get him. He's committed to the Green Wave already, and he'll be a good pickup for that squad. Absolutely.
Scores all over the state. What we got right now, Rod?
In the same district, you have Warren Easton leading Riverdale 21-0, and let's see what else.
I know Carr's playing tonight as well over at Berman Stadium. So 1st and 10 for the Ron Eagles. And they're going to hand it off to May. May cuts it back to the left. May going to try and get some extra yards, and a nice tackle right there Number 10, Adrian Greenwood with the tackle for good positive yards right there by May. I know Higgins also is playing tonight, playing East Jeff tonight at Memphis. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for Mac 35 inside their own 40-yard line. Two receivers to the right side this time. They give it off to May again. May finally got no gain on the play. Nice tackle right there by number 7, Casimir Antoine of Belle Chasse.
Yeah, going back to those scores, Warren Easton, they've expanded that lead to 28-0 now with Riverdale. They're in the second quarter. And Carr is up on Lake Area 14-0 in the second quarter. A pair of games in the same district.
Right. So. And you look at one of the scores tonight all over state. One score, Madison Prep, who is really shocking some people this year in their first year playing football. And I think they have only one loss on the season. They're doing very, very well. 3rd down and 3 for the Ryan Eagles. They hand it off to May. But he gets stuffed in the backfield. Antoine and number 90, Brandon Navarre with the tackle. So it was a loss, and it's 4th down for the Ryan Eagles, and the punt team's coming out.
Yeah, there was two Tulane guys there with Antoine and May. They'll be teammates next season, but Antoine came in and helped on the tackle there.
Just like his big brother, at Mississippi State, who's doing his thing out there for the Bulldogs. So 1st and 10. So it's 4th down for Mac 35 as Meyer will punt. Nice snap. Steps into it. Pretty high punt. It will be returnable, and he gets hit in the backfield. Wow. Chapman gets in with the hit, but a flag is down. I don't know about that one. It's number 10, Greenwood, was returning. Could be a possibility of targeting right there.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to call there, but I thought it looks fine to me. I mean,
it looks fine, but I think it's a possibility it might have caught Chapman with the head a little bit, because it was pretty close. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of iffy on this one, but at the same time, the helmets are pretty close, man. They were pretty close.
It looks like they're going to wave it off.
They're going to wave it off, so wave off the penalty. Good play right there as the Cardinals will start inside their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse. 9:06 left in the first half, and no score right now right here on the first NBC Prep Showcase. Belle Chasse had a chance earlier, but couldn't cash in. Now they have another chance here on this drive. Let's see what they do. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. And they go ahead and hand it off, and it's stuffed in the backfield. Green with the carry. 54 with the tackle from Mac 35. Eric Smith with a nice play. Only a 1-yard gain for Trey Green. So 2nd down and 9 for Belle Chasse inside their own 25-yard line. 8:38 and counting in the first half. Bunch formation, and in the center is Page. Man in motion. And they hand it off to Parker. Parker stuffed in the middle. The defensive line of Mac 35 was ready this time. As 54, Eric Smith once again gets in the backfield for the Ryan Eagles. So it'll be 3rd down for the Cardinals. So it'll be a 3rd and 7 for Belle Chasse inside their own 27. They got to get to their own 34 for a 1st down. Now 2 receivers on each side. Back to pass Page. Page throws incomplete. Intended for Kalen Parker.
That was a big stop for 35 there. They needed to get a 3 and out, get those defensive guys some rest because they've been on the field pretty much the whole game. The defense
The defense have been a little bit worn down, but so far getting some momentum right now, making some big plays. As number 80 back to punt for Belle Chasse, Del Turek. Waiting to return for Mac 35. And nice snap. Turek will kick it. High punt. It'll be a little bit returnable, but he took it and went down. So it'll be 1st and 10. It was number 8, Torrey Williams, trying to return it. So it's 1st and 10 for the Ron Eagles inside their own 43-yard line.
A 31-yard punt there by Belle Chasse. The 35 will get to take over here. Pretty decent field position, you know, compared to where they've been the first 2 possessions they've had the ball.
Absolutely. BK Jones and Rod Walker with you tonight from Pan American Stadium. No score between the Ron Eagles and Cardinals. Like we mentioned, 2 contrasting teams who love to run the rock. 1st and 10, Ron Eagles. They hand it off to May. May in the backfield is stuffed. Casimir Antoine and number 4, Jackson Sanders, making a play for the Cardinals. I think maybe a little bit of a play action, a little something right here. We might see it for Mac 35 sooner than you think. Because right now, Belle Chasse is really stacking the line and going with 8-9 in the box. So 2nd and 11 for Mac 35 inside their own 42-yard line. And back to pass is Wilson. Wilson rolling out to the right. Wilson's going to keep, got pressure. Don't go down. Good play right there. And I believe that's Parker, number 6, Kalen Parker, making a play, doing it both ways, offensively and defensively. Gets the sack for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot in in 4A football. To see a guy, a running back like that who runs the ball a lot, playing on both sides like he is. Well, that was a tremendous play running up Sidney Wilson down there.
3rd and 15 for Mac 35 inside their own 38-yard line. They got to get to the Belle Chasse 47 for a 1st down. And timeout, Mac 35. That's their 2nd of the 1st half. So no score so far. And we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. You are watching the first NBC Prep Showcase on SportsNola.com. And welcome back. 6:19 left in the 1st half. No score between and McDonogh 35 in a District 8. I'm gonna say District 9 4A matchups. 3rd and 15 for the Ron Eagles in a shotgun formation this time. High snap, back to pass is Wilson. Wilson looking, setting the screen up for May. May, a good tackle right there. Number 15, Darian Anderson, making a big play for the Cardinals, and it'll be 4th down for Mac 35.
Yeah, the Cardinals did a good job of reading that play. I mean, he was all over it. It's just a matter of him making the tackle, and he was able to do that, and another big stop there for the Belle Chasse defense.
Tarano Minor will go back to punt for the Ron Eagles. Number 10, Adrian Greenwood, waiting to return for the Cardinals. This could be great field position for Belle Chasse. It depends where Minor places this ball. Nice snap. Minor punts into it. Pretty good punt. Actually, it's going to take a Belle Chasse bounce. Inside the Belle Chasse 42-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals.
Hey, looking back at these scores again, Warren Easton scored again. They helped 35-0 in the 2nd quarter. That's a team that, we thought they were going to drop off a little bit with the losses of guys like Tyron Johnson and Deshaun Caper-Smith, but that offense is still rolling. 35 points in the first
Oh,
half.
yeah,
And they're still in the first half. So.
Credit Coach Tony Hull. He's doing a great job with this program once again. And this is a scary team that's getting better and better every week in Riverdale. Really a long, long way to go. 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse. And they hand it off to Green. Green gets some nice yards right there. Trey Green. Belle Chasse gets a nice carry. A good 7 yards on the carry inside MAC 35 territory, the MAC 35 48-yard line. I tell you, they the 3, 4, 5 yards by Cardinals. I know Coach Stephen Miles will take that any day. 2nd down and 3 for Cardinals. Flag is down, and Freddie Smith, the lane inside. The MAC 35, 37-yard line, but a flag is down.
Yeah, that's going to come back, I believe.
It's probably an illegal shift.
Yeah, somebody moved, I think, up front for Belle Chasse.
Frederick Smith had a nice lane right there. But hold the phone, the Cardinals. Yeah, shoots themselves on the foot just now. And there's a legal procedure on the Cardinals, which pushes them back. Now they're inside their own 47-yard line.
I'm looking down on the McDonogh 35 sideline. I see the center Jamal Crawford, who we talked about earlier, who was Mr. McDonogh 35 and hadn't played yet, but he's getting some snaps there, and I think they're going to put him in. And that may make a big difference on the offensive line. I mean, he's the anchor of that line. And
I agree with that. So 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. Man in motion, and they hand it off, and it's good hitting right in the backfield. Number 49 from MAC 35 making a play. Cy Martin making the play, number 49 for the Rhine Eagles. A lot of schools looking at that young man right now. So it'll be a 3rd down and 12 for the Cardinals. Then they're inside their own 43-yard line. They got to get to the MAC 35, 45 for a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Page. Deflected. Oh, incomplete. The defensive line for the Rhine Eagles step up and batted the ball a little bit. And it'll be 4th down for the Cardinals. And number 2, Clifford Chapman, making a big play right there.
Yeah, Chapman, he's an LSU commit and a really good player for 35. Just one of several Division I prospects on this team, and that's kind of why the expectation was so high, because of all the talent they had on this team.
And Belle Chasse will punt it, and it is almost blocked right there, but it's going to take a Belle Chasse roll inside of the MAC 35, 32-yard line. Ryan Eagles coming back to the field, and it's interesting. 3:30 left in the first half. No, this is not a misprint, ladies and gentlemen. It is no score between these two teams, and we knew that this was going to be a tough ball game, and especially tough for points, knowing that these two offenses love to run the ball, but a lot of defense we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, both teams are playing really well defensively. I guess you probably give the edge to Belle Chasse as far as moving the ball. They haven't been able to at least get into the red zone, but just hadn't been able to cash in on.
Shotgun formation, back to pass Wilson. He throws it incomplete. Too high, intended for number 13, Lawrence Keys. So it'll be 2nd down for MAC 35. They was trying to go a little bit quicker this time. But yes, it's defense, all in the first half of this ball game tonight. 2nd down and 10 for MAC 35 inside their own. Make it 27-yard line. 4 wide receiver sets to on each side in shotgun formation. Back to pass is Wilson. Wilson looks, he gets it to May on the flat. He gets a nice yards right there for Darius May. So it'll be 3rd down for the Ron Eagles. It'll be manageable. 3rd and 4. Make it 3rd and 5 for the Ron Eagles.
And even on that play, I mean, Belle Chase, they pretty much stuffed it out. I mean, they were right there on the ball and just a matter of making the tackle, and they were able to do it again. And it wasn't as big of a pickup as you thought it would have been.
3rd and 5 for the Ron Eagles. Inside their own 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, back to pass is Wilson. Wilson looks, he's going deep, and it is knocked out the hands intended for Toronto Minor. Credit number 2, Justin Phillips with the coverage.
Yeah, great play there by Phillips. I mean, he was all over him and was able to look back and make the play.
Absolutely, and you got to say this about Wilson. The ball went deep, but wasn't too accurate because it stayed up a little bit for a while. I mean, very much for a while in the air.
Yeah, it did. That gave him time to make a play on the ball.
So there'll be 4th down. Toronto Minor back to punt. He's punting inside of the MAC 35, 24. Greenwood waiting to return, number 10. Nice snap. Steps it to the kicker. Flag is down. This one takes a MAC 35, a little bit of MAC 35 rolling inside. Belle Chase, 28-yard line. But let's see what the flag says right here. And if it's offsides on the Cardinals, that could be a 1st down. Let's see. Actually, it's a legal procedure on MAC 35, so that's going to push them back. It will repeat 4th down. So now further back, Minor's going to punt and maybe better field position, but Minor is definitely kicking away from the returners. 2:29 left in the first half and no score. Minor's going to try and punt it from the Ron Eagles 15. Timeout, MAC 35. They're going to use their last timeout of the first half.
I'm not sure if they had enough people on the field. You
Probably didn't.
You don't want to see that happen, especially back-to-back plays. I mean, you just punted the ball, so if you're on the field, you probably need to stay on the field. And somebody came off, and they only had 10 out there, so they had to burn a timeout.
They only had 10 men on the field, I just heard. And, they had to call that timeout quickly. So now no timeouts. And I tell you, MAC 35 is going to have to try and make some adjustments at halftime. Because right now, Belle Chase has come out here to play tonight. And they're not leaving out here without a victory.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Reese before the game and was asking him about, homecoming. It can be distracting sometimes for kids, but he didn't feel like that. He didn't feel like that was an issue, and he felt like the kids were really focused for this game. So, yeah, you're right. He'll definitely have to do something to get them on track.
Minor back to punt. Low snap, and Minor will step into it, and they'll take a MAC 35 roll inside the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
They picked up about 6 yards. They were at the 28-yard line on the previous punt, so they at the 34-yard line. And, I guess every yard counts in a game like this. So,
absolutely.
So they'll take it.
2:17 left in the first half. As Belle Chase looking to strike first. Either team has not punched in the end zone or scored a point yet. Belle Chase has been the only team has went beyond the red zone but did not get in there. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. And they give it to Green. Trey Green gets knocked in the backfield. Ortega Robin once again with the tackle. Big loss right there for Belle Chase. So now it'll be 2nd down and 14 for Belle Chase inside their own 30-yard line with 1:50 left in the first half and counting.
Yeah, I think Coach Myers I mean, they're obviously going to try to move the ball here, but I'm sure he'd be glad to go into the half.
Yeah, scoreless,
0-0
but I'd rather try to get points on the board to get some more confidence. And they're going to hand it off to Trey Green up the middle. He's only probably get a yard on the play. It's number 8 getting the tackle, Torrey Williams. Williams with the tackle, and also Chapman with the tackle as well. So now it'll be third down for Belle Chasse. And the good thing about the Cardinals that Mac 35 does not have any timeouts.
Right.
So they cannot stop the clock. So it's 3rd and 11 for Belle Chasse inside their own 33-yard line. They got to get. So they're 4 for a first down. 2 receivers on each side, and we have a timeout. Belle Chasse, 48 seconds left in the first half. No score between both Belle Chasse and Mac 35. We're going to stay right here. And like we mentioned, prep football all weekend long on SportsNola.com and also the Jam Sports Network. Tune in tomorrow, Jam Sports Network Game of the Week. We will be at District 8 5A Battle. John Ehret and Landry Walker. Pregame 6:30, kickoff 7 o'clock. And then also we have the first NBC Prep Showcase live on SportsNola.com from Covington, Louisiana. It's going to be St. Paul's in Covington. Kenny Berthelot and also Wade Kaiser with the call. That will be 7 o'clock tomorrow. You can catch a replay Saturday afternoon, 12 noon on WHNO TV 20. We back to live action. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals inside their own 33-yard line. They got to get to their own 44 for the first down on a 3rd down. And flags are down. And there's a false start on the Cardinals. They're setting up in more of a wildcat formation. And I'll tell you, I don't know if they're going to even pass the ball. I wouldn't be surprised they run a dive and run some more clock.
Yeah, I think they will at this point. I mean, they don't have the type of offense that can just get up and down the field and score points quickly. They have to sort of grind it out. I think at this point you just want to get into the half scoreless and, just try to win that second half and somehow steal a touchdown somewhere and come out here with the win.
3rd and 16 for the Cardinals. They got to get to their own 44-yard line for first. Man in motion. And they're going to go up the middle with Parker. Parker, he'll get about 2 yards on the play, but a flag is down. All we've been seeing is run, and flags. Chop block on the Cardinals. Let's see, I wouldn't be surprised they'll push him back, or they might maybe decline. So they'll decline the penalty. So Mac 35 will decline the penalty. It'll be a 4th down. 40 seconds left in the first half. And the officials just gets the 24-second clock, and the clock goes ahead and running. 36 seconds left. Officials stop the clock for a second. They're just trying to make sure everything is right timing-wise. 40. As they're,
looks like he's saying 40
he says
seconds.
40 seconds. And they say they're adding time to the clock.
I think he's saying 44 seconds. Maybe.
44 seconds, I think they say.
Well, one saying 40, one saying 44.
40 seconds on the clock, so time got back on, so it's 40 seconds left, and now they're counting it again. 37 and 36 and counting in the first half, and Belle Chasse only with one timeout left, and I wouldn't be surprised they'll call one.
Yeah, they get it down to about 15 seconds before they actually have to punt the ball, and then they'll punt it, and they'll call a timeout right here.
6 seconds left on the play from Berman, but we're grateful to have Rod Walker, who always does a lot with the original every Friday night from 7 to 11 p.m. Central Time on WGSO 990 AM, WGSO.com. the Ken Traham original Prep Football Report. But you talk a lot with Ken every week, especially about the city of New Orleans, what you cover.
Yeah, it's some really good football. This is my third year here in the city, and just really impressed with how good the football is and the passion about it here. Just a lot of talent in one city. I think the last time I looked, I think there were 40 guys in the city who've already made Division I commitments, which is a heck of a lot of players for one city. Just the greater New Orleans area, it just speaks volumes for the talent here.
Absolutely. So back to live action as Turek, number 80, will punt it. And a nice snap. Turek will punt into it pretty high. And it will take a MAC 35 roll. And it should be inside. Yep, it is inside Cardinals territory. But the clock runs out.
I think they probably should have stopped the clock there because the ball should have been down right when the guy touched it, and
I agree.
run off. But
and the officials are going to call the half right here. So that is the last play of the first half. Let's take a timeout. Your score: the Belle Chase Cardinals and the McDonogh 35 Ryan Eagles are scoreless at half. You are watching the first NBC Prep Showcase on SportsNola.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Albert Mulder, and I will be serving as your master of ceremonies for this evening. Please direct your attention to the center field for tonight's festivity.
And back at Pan American Stadium, no score between McDonogh 35 and the Belle Chasse Cardinals as the McDonogh 35 marching band is on the field tonight, as it is homecoming 2015 for the Ron Eagles, as they are on the field introducing the homecoming court for 2016. Big shout out to Adam Bryant, our producer, who is a McDonogh 35 graduate, and I know he is enjoying this thing right now. And I say, he was telling me earlier, you know, we're looking at the Marching 100 right there, but I'm like, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm like, enjoy your homecoming, because I know I got to celebrate mine on Saturday. I'm a graduate of St. High School, but shout out to my main man Adam Bryant, who is a graduate of McDonogh 35 High, as they celebrate their homecoming. So far, it's been contrasting styles running the ball. I mean, basically, it's been a defensive ball game. Defense has really stepped up, especially for Belle Chasse. I mean, tremendously how they've been making plays and stopping Mac 35's receivers and everything. And I tell you, Mac 35 is going to have to make adjustments in the second half, especially in the passing game, if they're going to win it. And I think Belle Chasse continues with the run game, continues with the game plan, but they're going to have to throw in the pass a little bit in there in the second half just to have a chance to get a big upset tonight in District 9, 4-8 tonight. So scores all over. Right now, Warren East is up big, 35-0 on Riverdale. Riverdale having a long season. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, they're looking to try to get better, but it's a program that's really rebuilding. And also Edna Carr playing the Cross River tonight. They're up early, and they're looking to get their second win in district tonight. Higgins is playing tonight. They're playing East Jefferson tonight as well. GSO 990, who's broadcasting the game tonight, Ken Trahan and Rick Gailey with the call of the ball game. So very interesting matchups tonight, indeed, all over the state of Louisiana. But so far, there's been a defensive battle in the District 9 4-8 so far, with these two contrasting styles of the Cardinals and Ron Eagles. So let's take a time out, and we're going to let the McDonogh 35 band take over for you for your halftime entertainment. We'll come back with halftime. You're watching the first NBC Prep Showcase on SportsNola.com.
Introducing Middle School, Miss Makira A. Curtin. Makira is the wonderfully attractive daughter of Mr. Dia Boutique and Mr. Michael Curtin, an active member of the McDonogh 35 letter carriers at Girls Middle School basketball team. Makira still finds time to be active in her community, as she often volunteers at the Tremay Center, Bible Temple Church, and St. Roch Park. When asked how she would describe herself, Makira feels that she is determined, kind, caring, and a hard-working individual. Her major goals in life are to remain on the right path, make good grades, perfecting her skills in basketball, all while preparing for high school. Introducing Mr. Middle School, Mr. Demond Clifton Pratt. Demond is the husband son of Miss Joni Diana Pratt and Mr. Desmond Anthony Pratt Sr. A true music lover. DeMond enjoys marching in the McDonogh 35 marching band, where he plays baritone. His love of music doesn't end there, as DeMond is a devout member of the youth choir at St. Peter Flavor Catholic Church. When asked how he would be described, DeMond says that he's responsible and helpful. True love of others means that he enjoys serving others as a peer mediator. Kashana says that being a peer mediator allows her to help other students who are having problems because she is always there to help them. In her spare time, she enjoys dancing, helping others, and eating. Kashana's future aspiration is to become a real estate agent. An active member of City of Love Full Gospel Baptist Church, she describes herself as joyful, caring, pretty, and smart. Introducing Mr. Freshman, Mr. Major Kemp Harrison. Major is the debonair son of Miss Naomi D. Harrison and Mr. Major K. Harrison. And as a sportsman, Major enjoys playing on several teams, 35 middle school basketball team and Team Give Back, where he plays the position of shooting guard. Major's hobbies include basketball, football, and video games. He and his friends all enjoy his sense of humor, as he is the every lover joker. Major will admit that he is cautious because he will think before he takes action. He and his family enjoy a fulfilling spiritual life at Household of Faith Full Gospel Baptist Church. Major's future aspiration is to become a basketball player for the New Orleans Pelicans. We wish you well, Major, as you pursue your dream. Presenting Mr. and Miss Mr. Major Kemp and Mr. Shen Lane Davis. Introducing Miss Sophomore, Miss Christara Warner. Christara is the vivacious daughter of Mr. Christopher Warner and Miss Karen Carter. An active member of the sophomore class, Christara plans to attend Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge upon her graduation in 2018. This young lady has her future mapped out because she has set her sights on both modeling and attending law school, where her primary focus will be family law. Christara acknowledges that she is smart, beautiful, and a loving person. Many of the things that she enjoys is shopping, hanging out with friends, and singing. Introducing Mr. Sophomore, Mr. Kendall Kanai Santiago. Kendall is a talented son of Mr. Anthony Durrell Jr. and Ms. Kentrell Santiago. Kendall is very fun, loving, and family-oriented individual. He is also quite the accomplished athlete. Kendall has played sports since the age of 5. He has played various positions and is currently on the McDonogh 35 football team and plays basketball as well. Kendall's other hobbies include hanging with friends, shopping, and singing. Kendall strives to maintain good grades, and upon his graduation is to play football at a prestigious university and eventually play in the National Football League. Presenting Mr. and Miss Sophomore, Mr. Kendall Santiago and Ms. Christara Warner. Introducing Miss Junior, Miss Justice Janine Parsons. Daughter of Mrs. Kent Maurice McCain and Mr. Jude Jamal Parsons. Justice includes is of our choice. Changes plans.
And welcome back. No score between the Cardinals and Ryan Eagles as Mr. McDonogh 35 and also Miss McDonogh 35 being introduced to all of the Ryan Eagle Nation. The home, and they introduced the entire homecoming court. So congratulations to all of the homecoming court of 2016 for McDonogh 35. And actually, Mr. McDonogh 35 is starting offensive lineman number 55 Jamal Crawford, who's Mr. McDonogh 35. And that's why he didn't really start early, because he was marching in the parade. And he's got to get himself ready for the second half. As they crown both, as the past king and queen gives up their crowns to the new king and queen of the homecoming court 2016 for McDonogh 35. So both teams warming up, getting ready for the second half of play. As the keys to the second half, like I mentioned, McDonogh 35 is going to have to open up in the second half, open up more offensively than a little bit to try and get some points on the board and try to pull away with the win. And Belle Chasse has just got to keep doing what they're doing. Just keep pounding the rock, pounding the ball, but not just that. And I think they need to throw in a little play-action pass just to keep McDonogh 35 off balance, but keep this good McDonogh 35 offense off the field. So I tell you, man, we got a lot of things going on SportsNola.com. Like we mentioned, tomorrow, SportsNola.com will be back Friday night, tomorrow night, that's right. The first NBC Prep Showcase will be in Covington, and it will be the Battle of St. Tammany Parish, the Battle of Covington. The Covington Lions will take on the St. Paul's Wolves. Kickoff will be 7 o'clock. Kenny Berthelot and Wade Kaiser, the former head coach of Jesuit, and they will bring the call to you. You can catch it live, SportsNola.com. You can catch the replay Saturday morning, 12 noon on WHNO TV, Channel 20. And also Saturday afternoon, WGSO will bring you Catholic League action. It will be the Shaw Eagles against the St. Augusta Purple Knights. The pregame will be at 1. It will be actually 2:15. I'm sorry, 2:15 will be pregame. The kickoff will be 2:30 from Tad Gormley Stadium, and it will be St. Augustine's homecoming. That's right, it will be St. Aug's homecoming coming up Saturday afternoon. And also the JM Sports Network game of the week this Friday. It will be Landry Walker, John Ehret from Berman Stadium. Pregame 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. And I think let's go to another timeout before we get this kickoff started. So I don't know if the producer's looking. I think we're going to stay right here till we get kickoff, I guess. Yes, we're going to go ahead and stay right here. So we're waiting for Rod Walker to come back up here. He's right now taking some pictures, getting some nice shots for the Advocate. You know, it's good to get this homecoming stuff and everything. The Advocate's doing a lot of great things all over the place. A lot of great things. And they've been really stepping up. And Sports Nola is very honored to just be a part of it. So let's go ahead and take a time out. Okay. And we'll... Welcome back, Pan American Stadium. No score between Belle Chasse and McDonogh 35. VK Jones and Rod Walker of the Advocate. He'll be back up here in a little bit as the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half of play. Number 13 for MAC 35, Lawrence Keys, and number 11, Jared Miles, will be set to return for the Ron Eagles. And kicking it off for Belle Chasse will be number 82, Tyler Andrews. As this time, the Cardinals are going to kick from left to right. Both teams looking to get their first score. And I tell you, whoever gets the first score of the game will have control of this second half. As Andrews setting the kick off to start the second half of play. As officials making sure everything is set with chains and set with the ball. There's an offsides on McDonogh 35, so had a penalty right there, so it's going to be 5 yards up for the Cardinals. They're going to kick it off from their own 45 this time. Cardinals and the Ryan Eagles, who is gonna take a chance and gonna take control of the second half, and who's gonna have a shackle hold in the district. We're about to find out in this second half right now. And here's the kick by Andrews. Pretty high. It'll be returnable, and they'll take it from the 15 to the 40. To the 50, foot race, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Ron Eagles. And it is a 77-yard touchdown run. Make it a 87-yard touchdown. Correction on that, Jared Miles. Great return right there. He turned it up on the field right there, Rod Walker.
Yeah, that's what they needed. I mean, the offense was really struggling, and they just needed one big play like that to kind of spark the team, and they got it. And I was just about to make a comment that this is one of those games that may just come down to one big play and make it down to special teams, and that was a big play there. And we'll see how much that holds up, but electrifying play. Once he got through past that first line, it was no doubt he was going to take it to the house.
87-yard touchdown for Jared Miles. What a run for him. He just took it to the right. And he found the gap to the left, and he took it the distance. Toronto Minor for the extra point. There's 7 seconds left on the play clock. Nice snap. Kick is up for Minor. No good. 11:48 left in the third quarter. MAC 35 finally strikes first blood. 6-0.
That's an excellent way to start off the first half. And
that's the second half.
I mean, the second half. Sorry, first play of the second half. But yeah, tremendous play there.
So MAC 35 gets a big play from the special teams. Now the Cardinals is going to have to answer right here, especially the way their offense has been rolling, especially on the ground. But they got to punch it in the end zone or get a field goal. But a good return could happen for Belle Chasse if they can get an opportunity on it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, we got a little break here. I want to give congratulations to Tasia Smith and Jamal Crawford, who were the homecoming queen and king here tonight. Crawford, like I said, he's a center on the football team, and he took his shoulder pads off and escorted her out there and got crowned, and now he's back in the pads again and getting ready to,
get ready to roll for the second half.
Right.
So Minor will kick it off for MAC 35. Is going to kick it from the MAC 35 40. Trey Green waiting to return. And also Adrian Greenwood, number 10, waiting to return for the Cardinals. And here's the kick by Minor. High kick. It'll be returnable by Greenwood. He's going to take it from the 17. He gets hit in the backfield. Nice hit right there by the special teams of MAC 35. And they're going to start inside the Cardinals' 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse. I'm sorry, correction, 23-yard line. 23-yard line. A little bit of a mix-up with the yard sticks and numbers, but as we get it going, the Cardinals looking to answer here 1st and 10. In a bunch formation. Looks like more of a veer this time. Man in motion. They hand it off to Fred Smith. Fred Smith looking for a hole, and it closes up quickly. The defensive line steps in for Mac 35. Good job getting the backfield. 89 with the tackle for the Ron Eagles, and that's Devin Winters. So it'll be 2nd down for Belle Chasse. It'll be 2nd and 9 inside their own 24-yard line. And they got to get to their own 33 for a 1st down.
Yeah, the 35 defense played really well after those first 2 possessions of the game.
Hand it off to Green. Green getting a little lane right there. Nice yards right there.
Ball popped loose there, but the official said that he was down. It looked like he obviously was down there.
Absolutely. Mac 35 was looking for a break, but they couldn't get it. So the Cardinals at their own 28-yard line. Good 4-yard gain for Trey Green. 3rd and 5 for the Cardinals. They got to get to their own 33 to continue to drive. Play clock is running, and Belle Chasse had to burn a timeout. So there'll be 2 left for the Cardinals.
And that's a pretty big timeout. You got to use this early in the game. It's a tight game, and if you don't score, I mean, you may need that late. So we'll see if that comes back into play here later here in the second half.
6-0, Mac 35 with the lead from an 87-yard touchdown from Jared Miles on the kickoff return. And V.K. Jones and Rod Walker from the Advocate of New Orleans with you tonight.
A big play for Jared Miles. Looking at the roster, he's just a sophomore, so that's pretty impressive for a 10th grader to make that play on. He'll remember his homecoming night.
Oh, yes.
No doubt about it for his sophomore year.
Yes, we back to live action. Cardinals, this is a big 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for Belle Chasse. Now they're in a tight formation in a strong eye. They're going to hand it off to Parker. Parker gets wrapped up in the backfield. Cy Martin and Ortega Robin making a play for the Ron Eagles. 4th down for the Cardinals. So back to punt for Belle Chasse. It'll be number 80, Del Turek. Waiting to return is 13, Lawrence Keys for the Ron Eagles. He's going to be waiting at the Mac 35, 40-yard line. Nice snap. Turek, he steps into it. High kick. It's going to take a Belle Chasse bounce.
You got a really friendly roll on that one.
Big time inside the Mac 35, 32-yard line as the Ron Eagles will start their first offensive drive of the second half.
A 41-yard punt there. Flip the field a little bit anyway and make 35 have to do a little work here, even though they started off at the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Ron Eagles inside their own 32-yard line. This time they're going to spread them out for wide receiver sets, 20 inside the shotgun formation. And back to pass Wilson. Wilson setting up Miles. Miles, he's probably going to get maybe a yard on the play. Good tackle right there by number 2, Justin Phillips.
Yeah, this Belle Chasse team, they've done a really good job on just tackling the open field and keeping that on 35 from breaking away with some big plays.
So it's 2nd and 9 for Mac 35 inside. Actually, no gain on play, so it's 2nd and 10 for Mac 35 inside their own 32-yard line. For wide receiver sets 20 side, they're spreading them out this time in the shotgun. Wilson back to pass. He's got time. Looking, pressure's coming. Going to throw it to the sideline, incomplete. Small play by Wilson. But I tell you, number 12 was open for a minute. Cornell Washington was wide open on the sidelines.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't able to get him. Great catch by the fan. I'm not sure who he was or what his name is, but he made a great catch over the fence there to reel that ball in. But too bad he's not dressed in McDonogh 35 uniform.
8:57 left in the third quarter. And it's a 3rd and 10 for the Ron Eagles inside their own 32-yard line. 4 receivers on each side. Back to pass. It's Wilson. Pressure's coming. Wilson's rolled to the left. He throws it deep. Caught. And it should be a first down. Let's see.
They ruled him out of bounds there.
Wow.
I couldn't really see his feet, but he made a great.
It was pretty close right there. So it's incomplete. 4th down for McDonogh 35. It was a pretty smart and good pass by Wilson, but just missed it on the out of bounds play. Just missed it. He probably had a foot in, but it was close to call right there, right?
Yeah, 35. They came out with all pass plays in that possession, which is sort of surprising. You like to see them kind of mix it up a little bit, but they went 3 and out here.
Minor back to punt. Nice snap. Minor steps into it. Beautiful punt by Minor. Gonna take a MAC 35 roll, and it's gonna be inside the Belle Chasse 22-yard line. So pretty much is a battlefield position in the second half between Belle Chasse and McDonogh 35, as the Cardinals trying to answer this one touchdown, but so far the MAC 35 defense has really stepped in. First and 10 Cardinals inside their own 22-yard line. One receiver to the left side this time. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Parker up the middle. Parker's going to get a good 3 yards on the play. The Cardinals are taking any and everything that the Ron Eagles is giving it to them.
Yeah, they just want to continue to do what they do. They're going to run the ball. They got plenty of time here to run their regular offense. Way too early to be panicking, and then continue to run the ball. 2nd and 7 inside
the Belle Chasse 25. Man in motion. They hand it up to Parker again, up the middle. Parker. He's got 2 yards on the play. So it'll be a manageable 3rd down for Belle Chasse. 3rd down and 5 for Belle Chasse inside their own 27. They got to get to their own 32 for the first down. 3rd and 5 for the Cardinals, and a bunch set. Man in motion. Again, they're going to go to Parker, but nothing doing. The MAC 35 D-line gets in the backfield. They dug up front, and they got there. 54 on the lead with the tackle. And that's Eric Smith once again.
Yeah, the McDonogh 35 defense has really stepped up, here in the second half, and I guess even late in the first half, they sort of been able to shut Belle Chasse down a little bit after those first 2 possessions where Belle Chasse got into the red zone twice and didn't score, and they 35 played well ever since.
And Turek will punt it, and there's a nice high punt right there, but actually, let's see how much of a roll. Didn't take a friendly roll. It'll be 1st and 10 for MAC 35, and let's see where it goes. Wow, they're in MAC 30, actually they're in Belle Chasse territory, inside the Belle Chasse 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Ron Eagles. Great field position for MAC 35.
Yeah, this is the best field position they probably had all game, as far as starting possession. See if they can take advantage of it here.
6:44 left. 6-0. Ron Eagles looking to extend the lead. 1st and 10 inside the Cardinals 47. They hand it off to May. May got a nice left side, but he's going to get probably 2 yards on the play. Good thing Kell and Parker slowed him down a bit. May was looking to turn it up.
Yeah, once he gets outside, he's really dangerous.
Looks like they're hurrying up, so that is a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Ron Eagles, and Belle Chase crossed over a little bit too early. So as the encroachment on the Cardinals is going to move up 5 yards. Credit to Mac 35 offense. They're going a little bit of a hurry up right there, trying to catch the Cardinals slipping.
Yeah, that's something we talked about earlier. This 35 offense, they can do a lot of different things. You know, they can slow it down, they can throw it, they can run it, they can run a hurry up like they're doing now. So
second and two for the Ron Eagles. I formation and tight set, and they give it to May. May up the middle. Nice surge. It should it be enough? Looks like it's probably enough for the first down.
It's going to be close. Looks like they're marking right at the 37, which is right where the first down marker is. We may actually have to measure this one. I don't know. No, he didn't.
That is a first down for the Ron Eagles. Had a nice surge up front, just enough for Darius May. 1st and 10 for Mac 35. Inside the Cardinals, 37-yard line. I formation this time for Wilson under the center. And he hands it off to May. May, nice gain right there. He gets a good 5 yards on the carry. I think now with Crawford back in the game, I think they're starting to get much better movement up front. 5:25 and counting. 6-0. Ron Eagles with the lead and driving. 2nd down and 6 for the Ron Eagles inside of the Belle Chase 33. And they give it off to May, going to the left side, and he slips off tackle. And he gets some positive yards on the play. Belle Chase looking that they have the ball, but they called May down, but a flag is down. Let's see what the penalty is.
They're waving this one off.
They're waving the flag off. So it was actually the tower that came out. No flag. Sometimes things come out by mistake, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Mac 35. They got to get to the Cardinals 28-yard line for the first. Pro set formation. They're going to make this time go on the left. He's got a nice surge. It should be enough. And it's for the Ron Eagles. Darius May is doing it all, and he is following behind those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line.
Yeah, Belle, 35 now, they're sort of giving Belle Chase a taste of their own medicine. I'm just kind of running the ball straight up to good on them.
4:14 and counting, 1st and 10 for Mac 35 in the shotgun formation. They give it to May on the spread. He goes up the middle, bounces up to the right. He'll get about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down for the Ron Eagles, 2nd and 8. Inside the Cardinals 23-yard line. Going a little bit of a hurry here. Still 4 wide receivers in the shotgun, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. As they get the play call, 10 seconds left on the play clock. Back to pass is Wilson. Wilson throws slant, incomplete. And it was intended for number 12, Cornell Washington.
Yeah, it probably could have been caught, but that's sort of a dangerous pass going across the middle, yes. And I'm sure he heard those footsteps around him and couldn't reel it in.
Very, very dangerous pass right there, Rod. So clock stops with 3:28 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Ron Eagles inside the Cardinals 23-yard line. They got to get to the Cardinals 16 for first. 5 wide receivers set back to pass. Wilson pump face. Goes deep. End zone. Caught. That's a touchdown for Mac 35. Sidney Wilson to number 5. And I can't even get the name of Actually, it's Brad Stewart with the touchdown. And it is a 24-yard touchdown. Sidney Wilson to Brad Stewart. Big play right there by Mac 35 as they get a big score on the board. 12-0. Ron Eagles.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to make it a 14-0 lead as opposed to a 13-0 lead here.
Absolutely. They're going to go for 2 here to extend it. 5 seconds on the play clock, but they're going to have to burn the timeout here. Timeout, Mac 35. First charge timeout of the second half. Well, that was a very good pass by Wilson. Going into he had enough time to reach his receiver right there.
Yeah, it was a great effort by the receiver as well. He had to go up and kind of get it a little bit, but it was right on the money. Big, impressive drive there for 35.
Ron Eagles looking to extend the lead. 14, but to extend the lead by 2 scores, 14-0. We would like to thank first NBC and Ashton Ryan for helping Sports NOLA and sponsoring the Prep Showcase. We have great games for you each and every week on sportsnola.com and also on WHNO TV 20. And we also like to thank sportsnola.com for giving us the opportunity to do this great game tonight. Brad Stewart for the 2-point conversion, 14-0. Mac 35 with the lead, 3:22 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, some good passing and catching there from Wilson and Stewart. Both back-to-back plays. Opposite sides of the end zone.
Absolutely. We're going to stay with you, B.K. Jones and Rod Walker of the Advocate newspaper.
I can update you on a couple of scores.
Oh, go ahead, get some updates right quick, my friend.
Being played around the state, around the city. Over at Berman Stadium tonight, Cars beat the Lake area 40-7. I think there may be Cars homecoming as well.
Yes.
And then over Warren Easton's up 63-0 over Riverdale. Still in the third quarter of that game, so they're really pouring it on tonight.
2 words, running clock.
Yeah, you look the next week, you got 2 big games here. You got Carver and Carr will play here on Saturday in the afternoon. And then that night, McDonogh 35 plays Warren Easton, so that's really going to be a Saturday a showdown Saturday here at Pan Am Stadium. Back-to-back games between the top 4 teams in the division.
Wow, that's going to be hot. It's starting to be as good as the Caddy League each and every Saturday, Yeah. But that's a great week coming up next week. But I know this week there's some great matchups all over the state of Louisiana. I tell you, Toronto Minor ready to kick off for the Ron Eagles as Trey Green waiting to return. And here's the kick, high kick. And Green will return it from his 10. And he's going to go to the 15, and he's down inside the Cardinals' 21-yard line, 1st and 10, Belle Chasse.
Yeah, I almost thought he might get a little bit more out of that return. A lot of times when you see a guy bobble the ball like that, the guys come down there, get out of their lanes, and McDonogh 35 did a good job of staying in their lanes and making the tackle.
1st and 10, Belle Chasse inside their own 21-yard line as the Cardinals need, and a flag is down. And it's a false start on Belle Chasse. It's going to move them back 5 yards.
It looked like they had a little pop pass playing there, and it didn't look like it was actually open, but the penalty's going to nullify that play. And they were going to try to mix it up a little bit there and get the pass in like you mentioned.
That really hurts right there if you're the Cardinals. It pushes you back and a potential opportunity for a big play. Now they got to really step up here with 2:32 and counting on a 2nd and 10, and they're back at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, Belle Chasse, they still have time to do something, but you don't want to get behind another touchdown, so they need to try to get some ball moving here and flip the field at worst.
6 seconds on the play clock, and Page going back to pass, and flat.
I think 35 is going to give them that 5 yards. If they just they like he's offside on number 35 here.
And it is encroachment on the Ron Eagles. That's going to give them 5 yards right back. So now the Cardinals back at their own 27-yard line. 2:11 and counting. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals inside their own 27. Man in motion. Here's Page, back to pass. Page going middle, caught by Green, but it gets hit up, but it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback went down on that one too, though. He's slow getting up.
But a flag also is down as well. Rubbing the passer on McDonogh 35. That's going to be an extended 15 yards after the play. That is a huge break right there for Belle Chasse. And the McDonogh 35 coaches, they're not happy right now. I don't really blame them.
Yeah, I didn't see the play, but I did see the quarterback getting up late. Looks like he was limping a little bit. I don't know if they went low on him or went high, but I guess it was something after the pass. And another free 15 yards for Belle Chasse there.
Cardinals will get the ball inside their own 43-yard line. With 1:55 left in the third quarter. This quarter's been moving by fast, very fast.
Yeah, the sports writer, we usually never like to talk about those fast quarters because they'll end up slowing the game down at some point, but this game's really been moving along.
1st and 10 for Belle Chasse inside their own 43-yard line. Man in motion. They toss it to Green. Green trying to cut back. Green will probably get a yard. Make it 2 yards for Trey Green. 141 and counting in the third quarter. 14-0 Ron Eagles. It's 2nd down and 8. For Belle Chasse inside on 45. They got to get to the Ron Eagles 47 for the first down. Man in motion again. And back to pass. Page throws. Caught by Frederick Smith. He took a hit right there. But a good positive yards right there by Fred Smith. It'll be a manageable third down coming up. I tell you one thing, Belle Chasse is paying the price every time they pass and catch the ball. But they're holding on and making plays.
They're not making plays. And like I said, this is a team that doesn't throw the ball a whole lot. But, being efficient tonight and able to make some, move the chains a little bit or get, on this play here, this is a manageable third down to do here. Because this is a big decision. You can back McDonogh 35 up here or you
Absolutely. So that is the last play of the third quarter. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this ball game. 14-0. Mac 35 with the first NBC Prep Showcase. And welcome back. Fourth quarter, 14-0. Ron Eagles leading the Belle Chasse Cardinals. Belle Chasse with an interesting fourth and 3 inside of midfield. They got to get to the Mac 35-47 for a first down. And here we go, 4th and 3. And under center is Page. Man in motion. And ball is loose. And regardless who the ball goes to, Mac 35 is going to get the football.
Yeah, that was Stephen Taylor with the fumble recovery there, and that was big for Belle Chasse not to follow up short on that one. You almost.
Stephon Taylor makes a big play right there. as Mac 35 gets the ball inside of the Cardinals' 48-yard line. Now the Ryan Eagles in position with plenty of time left. I think they're smelling blood in the water right here.
Yeah, if they can punch it in here and go up, 21-0 against a Belle Chasse team that loves to run the ball, it'd be really tough for the Cardinals to get back into this game.
Shotgun formation. They give it to May. May going to the right. May has a little gap. He's going to be close. He should have the first down. And it is a first, actually, he's short. So it'll be 2nd and 1, 9-yard gain for Darius May. Mac 35 taking time a bit with 12 seconds left on the play clock. 2nd and 1 for Mac 35 inside the car.
Watch and get the ball back and try to get something going on offense.
3rd down and 3 for Mac 35 inside the Belle Chasse 41-yard line. They got to get to Belle Chasse 38 for a first down. Third down and 3. 4 receivers says shotgun. And there's the option for Wilson, keeping it, but he's tackled in the backfield. Wow. What a play. Number 92, Kamon Wiley, making a huge play and the stop. And it's 4th down. Sidney Wilson trying to fool the Cardinals, but the Cardinals was not fooled as Wiley made a big stop right there. So Mac 35 will punt the football. And Minor will punt it from the Mac 35 44. They're going to try and pin the Cardinals. As Greenwood waiting to return. Nice snap. He kicks into it pretty high right there. And it takes a Belle Chasse bounce inside the Belle Chasse 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Belle Chasse Cardinals. And I'll tell you one thing, the Cardinals are very, very fortunate that Mac 35 did not take it in for the score after the turnover.
Yeah, that was a really big possession by the Belle Chasse defense. It was 9 minutes left. They're gonna have to score probably a little quicker than they're used to, but they're still, it's just a 2-possession game, and that's still manageable, and you're able to.
1st and 10 Cardinals. Page back to pass, looking, he throws it incomplete. He was looking for one of the running backs to set up the screen, but nothing there. So it'll be 2nd down. I tell you, Page was under pressure right there. He had to get rid of it quickly. But I think the Belle Chasse's offensive line is not giving him enough time to try to throw the ball.
Yeah, the 35 defensive front that we kind of talked about earlier, they're really starting to kind of show why we were talking about them now. They're putting pressure on and they're stuffing the run more than they were originally.
2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. High snap. They give it to Parker. Parker going up the middle. Parker's going to get positive. He's got a surge. He's going to still keep going. He's close to a first down. What a run by Kellen Parker.
Yeah, he picked up the first down there. He didn't stop moving his legs and just kept moving the pile.
Credit the offensive line for Belle Chasse with the surge. 1st and 10 for Belle Chasse inside the own 30-yard line. 9:20 left, still time. Chase cannot waste a lot of it. 14-0 right now for the Ryan Eagles. 1st and 10, man in motion. They're going to go to Parker again up the middle on the spread. He's got a nice lane right there. Kellen Parker with a nice positive run. A nice, maybe 8-yard gain for Kellen Parker. 8:50 and counting. And I think the Wildcat in the spread is starting to work right now for the Cardinals. Actually, it's a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3 for Belle Chasse inside their own 37. Back in the Wildcat. They hand it off to Trey Green going to the right, and he gets hit right there. Pretty close, but a good hit.
Yeah, I think
number 35, Malik Garrison. Malik Garris with the hit right there.
They may have to measure this. It looks really, really close. He's right on the line.
Very, very close. And the line judge is actually calling attention to the referee. You might get a measurement right here. Let's see. The officials call a timeout. And Rod Walker, I can tell you're on the ball on that one, as they are going to call for a measurement. As here comes the change coming to the middle of the field as they measure to see if Belle Chasse gets the first down. Stretches it out just by an inch. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Coach Wayne Reese, legendary coach of McDonogh 35, talking with his club, harping with him and letting him know, got to dig in here. Got to dig in, especially on this 3rd and 1. So Belle Chasse looking to continue to drive. They got to get to the MAC 35 40-yard line for a 1st and 10. 7:56 and counting in the ball game. 14-0. Ron Eagles. On a 3rd and 1, they hand it off, and Green loses the ball. Let's see who gets it. MAC 35's ball. Trey Green was looking to, he had maybe a little bit of a hole, but Green loses it as number 5 makes the recovery.
It was Stephen Taylor again.
Stephen Taylor actually makes another fumble recovery. I mean, he's been all over the place. There's so many numbers on the ground, you can't really tell, but credit the whole defense of MAC 35. They really digging up in there, but missed opportunities for Belle Chasse. So now 1st and 10 for MAC 35 inside the 39-yard, inside the Cardinals 39-yard line. 7:42 left in the ball game. Now in the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. Back to passes. Wilson setting up. And number 11, nothing doing. That was Miles, and nice tackle right there by number 80, Turek. It's a loss right there. Pushes back MAC 35 inside their own 40.
Yeah, at this point, MAC 35, they just want to, just kind of milk this clock and get out of here to win. And
yes.
Hope you don't get anybody hurt. And, just kind of milk the clock a little bit first, though.
Yeah, I think they need to just go back to the ground, because right now, way Belle Chasse is not getting to the scoreboard. They need to just run some clock. 2nd and 11 for Belle Chasse in the shotgun. Here's Wilson on the option to the left. He pitches to May. May looking for daylight, nothing doing. Carolyn Parker, number 6, gets in the backfield. And also number 4, Jackson Sanders, making a play for Belle Chasse. Credit the Cardinals. They're just not quitting.
No, they're not. And, we're talking about Parker on both sides of the ball, and there he was again, making a big play.
Absolutely. Now it's a 3rd down for MAC 35. Now they're inside the Cardinals 30. Actually, inside the Cardinals 44-yard line. They got to get to the Cardinals 29 for a 1st down. Timeout, McDonogh 35. They use their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half. And we're going to stay right here. VK Jones and Rod Walker from the Advocate with you tonight. So far, McDonogh 35 making big plays in the 2nd half and getting the job done. And a score outside the state near Baton Rouge. Madison Prep up on Northeast 21-12. Madison is one of the big prep stories of the year. In their first year of high school football, they only have 1 loss this season. And they are doing very great, getting momentum off their basketball team, who has won multiple state championships. Now 3rd down and 15 for the Ron Eagles.
They have to get the band to quiet down. They can't hear the Sidney Wilson.
5 receiver sets in the shot. Wilson by himself. Ron Eagles got to get to the Cardinals 29. Back to Pez Wilson. Pressure's coming. And Wilson is going to go down. Number 92 with the tackle. Kavon Wiley once again.
Yeah, I think McDonogh 35 may have got a little too fancy on that possession. I mean, I just kind of run the ball. Darius May doing a pretty good job.
Right.
And milk some clock.
Credit the Cardinals defense. They're making plays all over the place tonight, despite the 2 touchdowns. Credit Coach Stephen Miles and the defense.
Yeah, they're going to really be kicking themselves about that first quarter when they were able to when they got close and couldn't punch it in. That's going to end up being the difference in the ball game if they don't do anything else here.
5:37 left and counting. Should be a delay of game right there. Should be a 5-yard delay game. We did see the zeros up. Yes, it is. So Mac 35 will move back. I guess they're trying to get room to punt the football. If you're Mac 35, you wanna pin the Cardinals deep right now. As Adrian Greenwood setting to return. Minor waiting to punt on the Mac 35 31-yard line. Minor, nice snap. He's going to go into it, and a rush came. High kick, and it takes a little bit of a belt chase roll inside. The Cardinals 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bell Chase. 5:19 left in the ball game. And you can say this is Bell Chase's, you can say this is their last chance. They really got to get on the scoreboard and get on the scoreboard now if they're going to stay in it.
Yeah, it looked like they had an excellent chance to block that punt, but the guys didn't really lay out. They were all over the punter, but just didn't lay out to try to go get it, which would have been a big momentum swing for them.
1st and 10, Bell Chase. Inside their own 34-yard line is set in a wildcat formation. High snap. It is Smith. Smith going out to the right. Gets the catch. And nice yards to the 40 inside the Cardinals' 46-yard line. That is Digler with the catch. And it's a 1st and 10 for Bell Chase. Frederick Smith doubling up a little bit at quarterback as well. He was the backup 3 years ago for the Bell Chase Cardinals, but he's been playing a lot of run back and receiver recently, now playing the role that he used to play before. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Now in shotgun formation again. High snap. Going deep and incomplete. He was looking for Andrew Page, number 17, who had him at receiver, but nothing doing.
Yeah, and this is the part that's going to be tough for Bell Chase. They're not a throwing team, and now all of a sudden you have to throw it because the clock's not being on your side right now. It's going to be tough for them to get back in this, but they changed quarterbacks. I guess he's more their passer, and we'll see if they can move the ball in the game.
2nd and 10 for Bell Chase inside their own 45. They got to get to the Mac 35, 45 for a 1st down. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Rolls to the right. It's caught by Parker. Parker loses the ball, but it'll be an incomplete pass. Parker just didn't have control of the ball, so it'll be 3rd down for Bell Chase with 4:46 left in the ball game.
Yeah, I went back looking at some numbers here, and I don't know if they're going to hold on to the shutout, but 35's last shutout was back in 2013. They played Lutcher and beat them 24-0, and that was a game that actually ended up, they had to forfeit because you were an ineligible player, but that was the last time they actually
3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. Back to pass. Page deflected in there, and it's incomplete. The defensive line knocks it down for the Ron Eagles, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals, you gotta go for this. You're down 2 scores. You got to keep the drive going, and you got to somehow get in the end zone, only down 14-0.
They was going to take a Robin that batted that ball down on 3rd down. We've called his name several times tonight, and he made another big play.
Fourth down and 10 for Belle Chasse. They got to get to the cart, to the Mac 35-45, back to pass Page. He throws a slant cart, and it's close to first down for Diggler. Let's see. And it is inside the Mac 35-45.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a first down here.
And it should be a 1st and 10. That's a big play right there from Page to Diggler.
Diggler's made some good catches this game. That's his 3rd catch, and they were all, clutch catches.
Timeout on the officials. They're going to measure. It should be a first down right there. Good pass by Page. He threw it in a hurry. Diggler has been making some big plays tonight for Cardinals as they extend the sticks and short. He is short. Let's see. He is short. Mac 35's ball. Just an inch short for Diggler. Pretty close. But Mac 35 will take over with 4:36 left.
Yeah, now 35 just needs to hold on to the football now, and they can, get out of here with a win. I'm sure Coach Reese won't be ecstatic about this win, but at this point, you just take a win and move on to the next week, and that's, you'll be satisfied with getting a W and moving to 6-0.
I think wins like this that Coach Reese will take, he won't be too happy, but he'll take it. 4 wide receiver sets in the shotgun for Wilson. Man in the backfield with him on a 1st and 10. They give it to May. Going to the right side. He gets some yards on the play. Flag is down. Holding on Mac 35.
The flag came in pretty late.
Yeah, it came pretty late right there.
Down and he called something. I'm not sure. It was a holding call.
Yes.
You usually don't see a holding that late, but maybe he had trouble getting his flag out of his pocket. I'm not sure.
V.K. Jones and Rod Walker with you from Pan American Stadium, 14-0. Ron Eagles with the lead with 4:28 left and trying to run the clock and hold on to this to a big-time homecoming victory. First down and 22 for the Ron Eagles inside their own 33-yard line. And they got to get to the Belle Chasse 45 for a first down. 4 receiver set shotgun. They give it to May. May gets a nice hole in the middle. Nice positive yards for Darius May. As the clock continues to run with under 4 minutes left. So it's 2nd down and 15 for Mac 35 with 3:46 and counting. And they're inside their own 42-yard line. Like we mentioned, the Ron Eagles are number 4 in the power rankings in Class 4A, and looking to go up a little more. They're number 4 and they're moving up and they're climbing. 2nd down and 13. Got the pass. Here's Wilson. He gets it in backfield and nothing doing. Casman Antoine gets in the backfield of Jerry Miles. But fortunately, clock is still running, so it'll be a 3rd down for Mac 35. .258 and counting, and Mac 35, and you got to think it's a lot of pressure for the Ron Eagles, especially trying to stay perfect.
Yeah, it is.
You got to think this is their best start in school history, being 5-0 on the season, and looking to try to have a perfect season. Here we go, 3rd down and 15 for Mac 35 inside their own 40. Back to passes. Wilson's got pressure. He rolls to the left, and pressure's coming. He's got to throw it away, which he does. So to be out of bounds on a flag.
Yeah, they're going to call intentional.
I don't know about that, Rod. There was a receiver in the area where he threw it to. I don't know about that one. Looks like it's going to be an intentional grounder, but I don't know about that call, Rod, because there was a receiver in the area where he threw it.
And the official that threw the flag, I mean, I don't know how he could have even looked down there to see if there was anybody in the area, but
I agree with that. .228 left in the game. Intentional ground on a Mac 35. Wow. So that'd be a loss of down. 4th down for the Ron Eagles. 2:28 left, and now Miners push back, and it's going to be Miners going to punt it from the MAC 35-11 is number 10, Adrian Greenwood, waiting to return inside the Cardinals 45. Cardinals need to get a block punt or a big return right here if they're going to have a chance.
Yeah, and they got really close last time, so we'll see if they try to do whatever they did last time.
Nice snap. He's going to punt into it. High kick. And Greenwood's returning for the 41. He's going to take out to the 40 inside the MAC 35, 49-yard line. Good field position for Belle Chasse with 2:17 left in the ball game. Now Belle Chasse had the right idea the last drive, passing the football and keeping, MAC 35 off balance. So 1st and 10, Cardinals inside their own 49-yard line, down 14-0, 2:17 left. Page back to pass. Page throws slant. Oh, in and out the hands of Parker. Wasn't a bad pass for Page, but Parker couldn't hold on to it. So it'll be 2nd down for Belle Chasse. And the Cardinals was looking for a big win tonight, especially for Coach Stephen Myers. Cardinals came to the game 4-1, and they was trying to shake some things up in this district. So 2nd and 10 for Belle Chasse inside. And here's Page back to pass. Page rolls out to the right. Page throws, and incomplete, intended for Diggler, who had it in his hands.
Yeah, that's the first one that Diggler got that he wasn't able to hold on to. But he's had a good night for the Cardinals all game long.
So now 3rd down and 10 for the Cardinals, and they're inside the MAC 35-49. They got to get to the MAC 35-39 to continue their drive. 2:07 left in your ball game. 14-0 Ron Eagles. 3rd and 10, shotgun formation. 3 receivers on each side, back to pass. And it throws it incomplete. It was intended for Fred Smith. Not too much of an effort right there by the receivers. So now 4th down and 10. 2:03 left, and this is it for Belle Chasse. So the Cardinals, it might have been a flag. No, it wasn't no flag. So it'll be 4th down and 10. Last chance for the Belle Chasse Cardinals to try to continue the drive, down 14-0. 2:03 left in the ball game. The Cardinals got to get to the MAC 35-39 to continue the drive. 3 wide receivers, a shotgun, high snap for Smith. Smith rolling out to the knees, sacked in the backfield. Big time sack. Number 49 for MAC 35, Cy Martin, making the play. And that is going to be it, as MAC 35 is going to get the ball, and they're going to run this clock out as the Ron Eagles, they're going to go to 6-0 on the season. I know Belle Chasse has 2 timeouts, but the way their offense has been going in the second half, they have not had good field position, not at all second half. They got as much across as the Belle Chasse the MAC 35 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ron Eagles. They're going to hand it off to May. May going to the left side, cutting it back. Gets a nice positive yards for Darius May.
Yeah, 6-yard pick up there. He's still running the ball hard, just like he was in the first quarter.
Clock still running, 1:44 left and counting. It'll be 2nd and 5 for MAC 35. In an I formation, and they're inside the Belle Chasse 36-yard line. 1:30 and counting in the ball game. They hand it off to May again. May going up the middle. Nice gap. He goes 30 inside.
There's a flag on
Belle Chasse 18-yard line, and a flag is down. Let's see what the call is. Face mask on Belle Chasse. And that's a big break right there in the timeout on the officials. It'll be an injury timeout. We're going to take it with them. 1:20 left in the ball game. 14-0. Mac 35. You're watching the first NBC Rap Showcase. .120 left in the ball game. And just coming off the field for Belle Chasse is number 54, Cedric Miller. So hopefully he's okay. So 1st and 10 for the Ryan Eagles inside the Cardinals 15. He handed off to May. May going to the right side. May bounces off. He's going to keep going. 10 inside the 5. End zone touchdown for Mac 35. There he is, Mac 15-yard touchdown. And that will put it away for the Mac 35 Ryan Eagles. 20-0. Right now is your score with a minute left.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it. At that point, 35 could have just taken a knee, but you want to go ahead and just make sure you get this thing over with. It was a 2-possession game, and Darius May sealed it there.
Injury timeout on the field, and a Belle Chasse player is down. It might be number 4, Jackson Sanders. We'll give you the number in 1 second. They're winning right now in the end zone. Belle Chasse, you can say, you can call it like a mashing, because Belle Chasse had a couple players like got hit up, nicked up a bit tonight. So Mac 35 is gonna move on. Takes another step closer to a perfect season. Looking for their first perfect season in school history, but that's down the line. But 6-0 is really good for the McDonogh 35 fans and alumni.
Yeah, it'll be a really big game next week against Warren Easton.
Oh yeah, they take on Warren Easton. It will be here, I believe.
It'll be here next Saturday night, and like I said, Carver will play at like 2:30, and then they'll play right after. So it's a great doubleheader here at Pan Am Stadium. I'm not sure if they clear the stadium out between games or not, but it'll be a packed house here for both of those games, I would imagine. That
is going to be really huge right there. At first, Warren Easton and Mac 35 was supposed to play at Joe Brown Park, but they moved the game to Saturday, and it will be a Saturday night game. So coming off the field is Jackson Sanders for the Cardinals, coming off on his own power. As the Ryan Eagles coming back on the field, Minor, he's going to attempt the extra point for McDonogh 35 as they're waiting for Sanders to come off all the way off the field. Sanders having a pretty good game today for Belle Chasse. Minor setting it up for the extra point for McDonogh 35. High snap, kick is up for Minor, and it's good. Wow. So your score with a minute left in the ball game, 21-0, Mac 35 with the lead. And the kick looked a little bit wobbly right. I thought it was wide, but he got it through.
Yeah, it didn't get very high off the ground, but he got it through, and they're up 21-0. And you like to see these teams make these extra points, because there will come a game somewhere during the season where you might need every little point, especially with games with Warren Easton and Carr coming up here to later on in the season.
Coach Rain Reese, I tell you, 46th year as head, at 46th year coaching, and he started at McDonogh 35 2002, and now he is in his 13th season, and he has really led McDonogh 35 from the dead to one of the premier and top programs in the state of Louisiana.
Yeah,
and he has done a job for decades in this state, period. You go from Booker T. Washington to George Washington Carver, to Washington Marion High School, leading Washington Marion to a semifinal berth, and then McDonogh 35 leading them to a state semifinal berth in 2012. And they're looking for more for this team this year, and probably saying one of his best groups he has ever coached if everybody stays healthy.
I believe this team was 2-8 last year, but they were so close in so many games that this year they've been able to close out those games and get over the hump.
Minor with the kick, and Greenwood taking it from his 15, and he's going to go down inside the Cardinals' 23-yard line. Make it the Cardinals' 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals as Belle Chase's offense comes back to the field. And I tell you, this game started at 7 o'clock and pretty quick so far, pretty quick.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a homecoming game.
Oh, yeah.
Have extended half times, and we'll be done with this one by 9. So it's pretty good. That tells you how much Belle Chase runs the ball.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals inside their own 23-yard line. Man in motion, and they're going to hand it off, but flags are down. Ball start on the Cardinals, and they're pushing back 5 more yards. They'll be backed up to their own 18. This is the start of a lot of games coming up this weekend on SportsNola.com network. We'll tell you about it in a little bit. On a 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. They're going to hand it out. Actually, it's a keeper for Page. Page going to the right, but he gets tackled. Only probably a yard. Number 8, Torrey Williams with the tackle. 35 seconds and counting in the ball game. And the clock's still running. 25. It's a 1-2 second difference. 2nd and 13 for the Cardinals. They're gonna, and it's Page keeping it. It's got a hole right there, the 30 inside, and they're gonna keep going. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cardinals inside their own 42-yard line with 12 seconds left. Nice effort by Andrew Page.
Yeah, you got to credit Belle Chase. They never stopped playing this whole game. I mean, they were there. They just couldn't get anything against that 35 defense was played. Like I said, first shutout since 2014 on the field.
And that is the last play of the ball game. First shutout since 2002 for McDonogh 35. Actually, 2013. I'm going to say 2013 is the last time Mac 35 had a shutout. Final score: Mac 35 21, Belle Chase nothing. Mac 35 goes to 6-0 on the season. Belle Chase goes to 4-2 on the season. I know, Rod, you're going to go get some interviews and everything, but I want to first of all say thank you for joining us tonight and everything else, and we're looking forward to seeing these two teams doing a lot more this season, don't you think?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, first of all, and good win for 35, a shutout at homecoming. You can't beat that. That'll be some memories these guys can keep with them for a long, long time, and, like I said, next week right here at Pan Am, we got a really good showdown next Saturday. I guess we can call that showdown Saturday with those 2 back-to-back games here in this same stadium.
Absolutely. So, Rod, thank you so much for joining us. We'll probably hear you tomorrow night on the original. So, Rod Walker, thank him for joining us. And so far, like I can say tonight, Mac 35 stuck to the guns, made some big plays on defense, and they got it done with some big plays in the second half to get it done tonight. Belle Chase, good effort by them, especially defensively. They played really hard, and made good plays defensively, running the ball, but just not enough. Just wasn't enough tonight for the Cardinals as they move on. Next week, Mac 35's got a big one against. I mean, that's a big game coming up next week against Warren Easton. And I tell you, they're gonna have to get ready. I think homecoming made a little bit of a distraction for Coach Wayne Reese, but I know they're gonna get right to work for next week. And it's a big happy homecoming for the Ron Eagles of McDonogh 35. So that's it right here at Pan American Stadium, and we got a lot going on this weekend on SportsNola.com. Tomorrow, the first NBC Prep Showcase, Covington, St. Paul's, 7 o'clock, JM Sports Network Game of the Week, John Ehret, Landry Walker, 7 o'clock on JM Sports Network, and St. Aug's Shaw, Saturday, 2 o'clock on WGSO 990 and WGSO.com. So for Rod Walker, for Adam Bryant, for all the staff and everyone on SportsNola.com, I'm VK Jones. We'll see you next time on the first NBC Prep Showcase. Good night, everybody.